Michael Carrick has done a good job in player identification.
Yep.
Yeah, profile matching, and he's actually playing a system that the players like.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Football Kaki. I'm your host Eldad, and I'm joined by my fellow Kaki bros, Paul and Nat. How you guys doing, boys?
What's good?
Wow, not bad, huh?
Not too bad.
FERGIE time has returned upon us. I don't know whether we want to call it Carrick time, right? But this weekend, aside from the Man United game, right, I think let's just all call it very simple, right? It's another weekend of misses. It's like this. Just to be straightforward, right? Nobody wants to win this title other than Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous, guys. Never mind. We'll talk about that later, right? But how you guys been?
Long day.
Yeah, I get what you mean. After the overhaul of last night, right? I'm just like,
yeah, man.
Mr. Paul E, how are you? I see you're representing the Y3.
Oh, Japan, bro. I think
the Japan.
Japan is good.
Yeah, Net, you have the Japan jersey behind you also, right?
Yeah, this is the blue one. Yeah.
I'm a bit like, what other headline can I think about other than that?
Nah, man, it's been a slow week leading up to the fixtures, and the fixtures won't say too crazy as well.
No.
Not gonna lie, I feel like we have more to talk about on the transfer market. I think that's I think it's been a really interesting transfer window. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think a lot of the clubs made a lot of sensible decisions. Over this past month or so. Like they got what they needed, and now, in the final move is happening in Jurgen Strand-Larsen moving to Crystal Palace and Mateta moving to AC Milan. I think those have been some interesting moves if people actually pay attention to like the January transfer window.
Yeah, but you got any thoughts on the transfer of Jeremy Jacquet?
Is it Jacquet or Jaquet?
I have no idea. It just sounds like Jacquet because he's like it sounds like French. So I just Google Jacquet.
Yeah. Look, I think we're slowly starting to break even on our luck here. Liverpool have tried to go for young centre backs that they can sort of replace Virgil van Dijk with.
Yeah.
We tried to go for Lenny Yoro, but once Madrid came, his head was turned, but Madrid wouldn't pay the fee. So he had to either move to the next club that offered, which was Manchester United, or wait a year for Madrid to come, in which he was gonna get frozen out of the squad anyways. Hausen, who also had his head turned by Madrid. Now, we got lucky with Leone, I'm not gonna lie, and now we've gotten lucky with Jacquet, because there was all the reports that Jacquet was going to Chelsea, actually. Even like Sky Cave was talking about, he only wants Chelsea. Once Fabrizio Romano dropped the bomb, it's like, okay, deal done. So it's been pretty interesting for Liverpool. I think it's one of the more interesting transfers to look out for as the years go by. He's 20 years old only. Base fee is 55 million euros, can go up to 60. So let's hope he lives up to the price tag.
Yeah, but in like Chelsea, their business was they got, I think, Mamadou Sarr, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Mamadou Sarr, if I'm not. Yeah. Where was he from again? He was a loanee.
It's a recall. Yeah, it's a recall on loan.
Interesting. I'm actually quite curious. Like, considering the centre back position is not exactly locked down, especially with the injury of Levi Colwill. Like, why not Josh Chiampong? He's looked pretty good every time he's on the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's more to do with like where they are at now, right? But me and Paul were like saying, right, like Garnacho's doing so bad at Chelsea, right? We were like, hey, you want a Man United package? I give you Diogo Dalot as well.
No, I don't think Garnacho is doing that bad. He had a decent game before in the UCL before this game. But it's just that Garnacho at this point, right, or maybe even, overall, he's a really good bench player, but really nothing more than that. So it puts Rossini into a difficult position as to he's good against tired legs, but you can't necessarily start him. But then that's where you have to manage in that case.
Yeah, it's because I think now there's a lot of uproar among Chelsea fans finally seeing like the Garnacho that United fans saw for a very long time. So I would say that it probably has more to do with the fact that, is this really the contribution level of Garnacho? long term, or is this just maybe his teething period? Because people forget. Okay, yes, I had problems with him, right? But he's still a young kid. Yeah, he's still like maybe like 21, 21 like that, just about there. So there's still definitely going to be growing pains, right? But I think it's because of the fact that he plays so many games for United, right? That you actually think he's a seasoned professional. He's just not.
Yeah.
He's just not. So,
it's kind of like Harvey Elliott in a sense, especially his like last few seasons. He's really good against tired legs, but Klopp also sometimes didn't really like to start him, especially if he doesn't get a good run of games in.
Yeah. But it's also kind of like Trent, a bit like Trent already. Because Trent's technically he's not that old. It's because he started very young.
Yeah. Trent's like 28 this year. Trent's the same age as Mbappe, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. So it's like you think that he's a lot older than that, but he's actually not. It's like Rashford is like 28 also, right? 28, 29, right? So I think sometimes age at football can be very, very, very deceptive. But we shall see. So with that, shall we get into it?
Let's go.
Okay, so today on the Football Kaki, we have a few things we want to talk about, which is Man United winning FERGIE time 3-2. After United concede the worldie from a young kid, Sesko comes in with the winner. And then after that, we have to talk about the title race because Arsenal was the only team in the top 3 to essentially like take a win. And extend the lead because they beat Leeds 4-0. Set piece again for I think one of the goals. A lot of crosses.
Own goal again.
Own goal again.
Strikes again.
Yep, own goal again. And then we'll talk about City and Villa and why they are not capitalizing on this particular moment. Had they won their games, right, it would still be a 4-point gap, but it's not. So we're ending in the situation. And then, of course, the end of this week, a game that probably could decide the title, in my opinion, is Liverpool versus Manchester City.
Yep.
If Liverpool lose, right, okay, you gotta run. If Liverpool win, right, bye.
It's over, yeah.
It's over. There's no point in like trying to fight for this, right? Unless in typical Arsenal fashion, there's a collapse. But we shall see. Let's see where it goes, right? And then we've got what's going on. So to begin the episode, now before we get into today's episode, a special word from our sponsor.
This week's episode is brought to you by our friends at SgWatchHub, your one-stop platform for all things watches in Singapore. Whether you're buying, selling, or just obsessed with timepieces, SgWatchHub connects you to sellers, retailers, and fellow collectors so you can find that perfect watch for your wrist. And it's not just a marketplace. They also offer a full range of watch services from repairs and polishing to strap replacement, protective films, watch winders, and even authentication. They also work with amazing brand partners like iMove, a company best known for creating hit smartwatch phones that helps family keep connected with peace of mind. Their devices focuses on safe communication features, smart tracking tools, and parent control settings so kids get a little more independence while parents stay reassured. SgWatchHub and iMove are teaming up to give one lucky Chit Chatter listener the chance to win a $600 iMove X10 gift set, the biggest giveaway by the Chit Chatter to date. Gift set includes the iMove X10 watch phone, along with a pair of iMove earbuds E5, an Abit collective figurine, an X10 replacement strap, and a wish card, making it a seriously awesome bundle worth $600. To take part, just head over to our IG page and follow the instructions in our pin reel to join the giveaway. If you love watches as much as we do, check out sgwatchhub.sg and join the community. SgWatchHub, bringing the world of watches to your fingertips.
And now, back to the episode. Mr. Paul E., what's all going on for this week?
Yeah, okay, so for the what's going on, right? Let me bring us back like last 1 week. Okay, when Benfica played Real Madrid, they needed a win, right? And then I think Madrid was winning at first, then Benfica equalized. And then they needed to win to even make it to the knockout playoffs.
Yep.
Not even the knockout stage, knockout playoffs. In typical Mourinho fashion style, he sent the keeper up. The goalkeeper actually scored from the free kick. Against his old club, against Real Madrid. As in Mourinho's old club, yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, when I saw it, it's like, oh bro, it's like, it's such a Mourinho-ish type thing. To do it in this kind of fashion in the Champions League. And to do it against his old clubs.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it before, like at like when he was at Man U against Chelsea,
Yep.
Yeah. And then now to do it in like the Champions League against Real Madrid.
Yep. And then they drew Real Madrid.
They beat.
No, they drew Real Madrid in the playoff.
In the playoff, they're playing Real Madrid again.
You're gonna be playing 2 legs against Real Madrid. It's gonna be fun.
What kind of I mean, if you're Madrid, you don't want to play going against like Mourinho again, right?
No, I mean, okay, like first of all, right, it's nice to see a goalkeeper score after don't know how many donkey years.
Yep.
No, not that long ago actually.
The
Last year,
last one.
Lazio, also in the Champions League group stages, Lazio scored a win off a goalkeeper header.
Okay, so okay, that's news to me. I'm sorry, I did not know.
Oh
that,
no,
but
yeah,
that's
no, it
perfect.
was quite. I don't know. I was following the UCL like quite actively around that time, and it was quite a big thing because I think it was like a last minute game winner.
Yeah.
No, last minute equalizer from the goalkeeper, the Lazio goalkeeper. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, I remember that happening last year. It's strange that it's happened twice in UCL since the new format started.
It's very rare because hardly, I think you can go years without a goalkeeper scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Easily.
really years.
Unless
Like,
you take a penalty lah, but then yeah.
I mean, like one of the iconic ones that you remember is the Tim Howard. He scored the long ball, and then I think maybe Paul Robinson scored one or so. But other than that, right, you don't really see a lot of
Alisson also
goalkeepers
scored,
scoring.
Yeah, Alisson scored.
Alisson scored before, yeah, in recent.
Alisson scored
I
earlier
guess West Brom. It was not too long after his father passed away, but that goal got us UCL qualifications that season.
That was at the end of the match, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was a last minute winner.
Yeah, so I do remember that particular match, right? But I mean, it's kind of nice to see a goalkeeper score.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
But I just gotta say, right, at this point, right, is Real Madrid just like trolling? Because I think,
bro.
right, it's like for the second year in a row, they didn't make it the top. They didn't finish in the top 8. The automatic qualification for the knockout stage.
Okay, I will say this first before I let the person that doesn't like Real Madrid speak. So I do feel that, right, in essence, there's too much player issues at the club.
Yeah.
Currently at this moment in time. And I don't think that no matter who you put in, right, like of all people, why the heck would you put Alvaro Arbeloa as a manager?
Castilla.
But managing the academy versus managing the actual first team is a
They're
totally
trying to do
different ballgame altogether.
the menu model at Real Madrid, is it?
Financially, it's cheaper as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Internally.
I mean, but end of the day, right?
Because I don't think they want to commit to a coach at this point in the season.
No,
And
I
it's
think
like before the World Cup also,
it's
where all the wanted managers are there.
Yeah.
it's dependent on who's available and who they're gonna get. Because if now the problem lies with that, if you don't have a manager that is like Ancelotti, right?
Or
The players will not play for the manager.
No, which is really weird because I was looking at the statistics and Xabi Alonso statistically has one of the best win ratios as a Real Madrid manager. This guy won almost 70% of his matches, if I'm not wrong.
He did.
One of the highest. And yeah, you consider all that, but we all talk about how legendary Zidane is for winning like 3 times in the Champions League. This guy only won like 30-40% of his games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a vice versa thing where Alonso's losing the crucial games, but then Zidane won the crucial games.
I guess
in the Champions League, for sure. Because
Okay,
I think like what we all know as Madrid fans, right? You can lose your job by
not win the Champions League.
You win La Liga, but you don't win Champions League. You still can lose your job.
Yeah.
So
unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that
it's a hidden KPI that you must win the Champions League.
Hidden KPI is crazy, bro.
Okay, but so Ned, I just want to ask, right, because we haven't really talked about the Xabi Alonso sacking, right? Were you for or against the sacking of Xabi Alonso?
Of course, I was against the sacking. What the hell are you talking about? This guy is okay. Look, Madrid going for him makes a lot of sentimental sense.
Yep.
He was a Real Madrid legend. He came in during the Galacticos era. He did well. Obviously, he's Spanish, even though he is like in the Basque region.
Yep.
So he technically qualifies to play for Bilbao. But that's besides the point. I'm sidetracking. Yeah, it made a lot of like semantical sense to get him in as manager. He was young. He was doing well by Leverkusen. I think it's really cultural fit. Xabi Alonso needs his team to listen to him and adhere to, at least minimally his tactical ideologies. From what I've seen from the way Real Madrid sets up, Xabi Alonso really was a good heir to Carlo Ancelotti in that he was a little bit of a chameleon. The reason why he played that 3-4-3 at Bayer Leverkusen was because that was all he had at Bayer Leverkusen, and he just set up according to the team based on who his strongest players were. So he had he brought in a decent left back, proven to be a great left back in Grimaldo. He had Frimpong running up and down that right wing back area. He had, a crazy good number 10 in Verts. He had an okay striker in Amini Adli and a few other choices. And, bringing in Granit Xhaka to sort of control that two-man midfield. It was a good setup. And he did wonders. Honestly, he did wonders with that team. Now seeing like Madrid and like, he's essentially given career mode levels of power at that club. Like based on the signings, he really wanted his really dynamic fullbacks. Trent played that role at Liverpool for God knows how long under Jurgen Klopp. Alvaro Carreras, decent buy. Bringing in Dean Housen, bringing in Franco Mastotuono as another attacking option because let's be real, neither of the previous two Real Madrid managers rated Endrick. But yeah, no, I still think it was a really stupid move to sack him and essentially give power to the player. But Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia.
Yep. But I mean, I look at it, it's very simple. Real Madrid has always been a player club. But this kind of, I don't know, like the difference between this and like the Ronaldo era was that you had Ronaldo, you had Bale, you had Benzema, you had Cruz, you had Casemiro, right? So okay lah, they will still play for the manager even though they're really not happy. There was a certain level of professionalism, right? But wow, bro, like the only professional player I see at Real Madrid, right, among the big stars, right, is Bellingham.
Really?
Like
you really think it's Bellingham?
He's the most professional of the big of those three.
Are you sure?
He's
really
as problematic as them, man, bro.
I know, no, that's what I'm saying. As in, like he's the worst. He's the least bad of the three. I think Vini and Mbappe is worse.
But he's a very like
no, it wasn't.
It
wasn't Mbappe.
Person,
Mbappe was trying to save this guy's job. Okay, granted there was a whole crash out at the Super Copa, but the reports have always been that it was Vini, Bellingham, and Valverde. Yeah, no, the reports.
No. That one, I do think that Mbappe doesn't help, but Vini is horrible. Vini is the worst.
Yeah, easily.
Vini is the worst.
Bellingham another. He's a drama queen.
That's what I say. Like, there's no, how to say it. When you have a basket full of bad eggs, right? There's one that is not as bad as the rest. So it's like
because you have one player that's trying to be like Ronaldo. You have another player that's trying to be Zidane.
That's the whole problem with Madrid right now is that everyone wants to be Ronaldo, no one wants to be Benzema.
Yeah.
No one wants to be Bale.
Which is why it's needed, right? Because the thing is, they don't have Ronaldo's aura or like the status of like, I can pull you out of absolutely nowhere if you just like go behind me.
They all want to make a name for them.
It's basically like, can you name me a player in that Real Madrid team, right, that can produce like Ronaldo?
Mbappe,
at that level,
bro, he matched his calendar goals, right? At Real Madrid.
No, okay, statistically, right, Mbappe is really carrying the Real Madrid side, especially when Xabi Alonso was still around. He was the only one who was like cooperating, and even Mbappe is famous for being disruptive in the dressing room.
Yep.
Like you see how much power this guy got at PSG. And now in Real Madrid. I feel like he's playing nice in Real Madrid because he understands just how big the club actually is and how seriously he has to take it. Yeah. Whereas like, I don't know, Vini feels a little bit more entitled to it because he's actually won the accolades. Like, you're talking like pure trophies wise, right? Other than maybe a World Cup, right? Vini is not chatting shit. Mbappe is not chatting shit to Vini. Vini technically has the better accolades. How many Champions League does Vini have? 3? Is it 3? 4? 3.
No, wait.
Yeah.
3.
3. Yeah. Mbappe is 0. And Mbappe is older than Vini, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, as much as Vini has the accolades to back it up, you're at Real Madrid, lah. Like, let's be real. Champions League is a Champions League.
It's also because he has that jersey number.
Yeah, definitely.
It's also because of that jersey number. He has 7.
It's a heavy shit to carry. Heavy in the sense that not like Eden Hazard heavy, but
no, it's not like the Mariano 7.
Oh my gosh, Ned.
He's the direct predecessor of Ronaldo, right?
Not like Eden Hazard heavy.
Yeah,
but Mariano 7 was worse. It was like the worst decision ever.
Mariano 7 was horrible.
It was horrible. I don't know.
It's like Valencia 7.
Okay, but I mean, let's agree to disagree. I want to leave it. I want to leave it at that already. Right? But because I mean, in a seat, like I said, like in a seat of bad eggs, right, in a basket full of bad eggs, right, there's one that is not as bad as the rest.
I still don't think it's Bellingham though.
It's bro, yeah.
I think Bellingham. Okay,
Mbappe is the
saying
best
Bellingham
among
is like the least of the the lesser of the three evils is. It's quite a stretch. I'm not gonna lie.
Is Valverde behaving better than Bellingham?
Of course, I think so. I think so. He's being forced to play right back because Carvalho is injured and Xavi doesn't rate Trent, and because Trent's also usually injured, he's forced to play right back.
He's been playing right backs like ever since they played in the final. In the UCL final that day. He assisted the goal to Vini.
Okay, but I mean,
but it's not his best position.
Yeah.
It's not his best position.
He's just very versatile to play. Like,
I mean, for goodness sake, he could be playing. He could be playing Kamavinga there. He could be playing Chouameni if Valverde refuses to play and play midfield. Right now, what I see Valverde is playing ball. Jude Bellingham is I don't know. Jude Bellingham, I always had the impression that he's quite a drama queen. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes you see like the shit that comes out of the Dortmund dressing room. Sometimes you see the way he behaves on the pitch while he was still at Dortmund. I mean, there's also reports that he's not very well liked in the England camp. The only real person he talks to is like Trent Alexander-Arnold in that camp. So, I don't know. I think his reputation precedes him just a little bit, which is why I'm having a bit of a hard time believing that, Bellingham is like the least of the three evils.
Well, I mean, you have a valid argument, but we will keep it at that because I think if we carry on with this, right, this is the whole episode of like Jude Bellingham.
Yeah,
there's nothing else to cover really.
No, don't get me wrong. Jude Bellingham is an amazing player. It's just Well, that Madrid squad has some deep-seated issues.
They have but to be honest, right, like he is wearing 5.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why. He wants to be Ronaldo, one wants to be Zidane, but neither are really either one of it. So yes, moving on. Let's talk about Manchester United.
And we're going to take a quick break in the podcast to thank our friends at CityMusic, one of Singapore's true pioneer in the music space. CityMusic has long been known as a go-to destination for musical instruments, but they've also been making big headway in audio and video equipment, especially for creators and podcasters. From guitars and pianos to audio interfaces, microphones, and even video recording equipment, CityMusic is true one-stop shop for everything music and content creation related, with options for every budget.
In fact, the audio you're hearing right now is recorded using the Zoom ZD-M1 mic, an amazing broadcast-style microphone that delivers professional quality sound on par with other big-name podcast mics, but at nearly half the price. It's proof that you don't have to overspend to sound great. A huge thank you to our friends at CityMusic for being a pioneer in the music space and for making sure creators, musicians, and podcasters always have the right equipment for whatever budget and setup they want. CityMusic, powering your sound, your music, and your content.
Manchester United beat Fulham 3-2 after leading 2-0, giving up 2 goals, and then Benjamin Sesko scored this particular winner, and then there was another 9 minutes of play after that, which I was screaming at the TV like, where the heck did the extra like 3 minutes come from? But side note, right, Man United won 3 games in a row. Ned, as a Liverpool fan watching this game, right, what were your thoughts on the Man United performance?
Michael Carrick needs to be the one to shave the United strengths hit. That's all I'm thinking. Only at that point in time, only 3 hams stood in his way: Fulham, Tottenham, West Ham.
Yep.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
No, I think
it's only the 2 hams
left, but if he does come true, right, I think it should be either Michael Carrick or like.
No, it has to be Michael Carrick.
No, it has to be Michael Carrick, bro.
No, it has to be Michael Carrick at this point. Michael Carrick single-handedly saved this guy's job. His hair is like so heavy, it's like covering his entire face already.
Yep.
Have you seen? Like, it's like he has to film videos like staring at the like imagine the camera is like this, and he's like filming like this so that you can like actually see his face.
Yeah.
So insane, dude.
I saw the video, right? Like, it's like he's literally, you think it's a wig.
Yeah, like the Tin Soldier wig, right?
Like the Tin Soldier wig. Like you think it's a literal wig, right? But if he finally wins, right, like bro, even like ESPN FC is going off saying like another 2 more wins and maybe the fella can finally cut his hair. It's like every topic of conversation is about United strength.
You know what's crazy? Like he sort of like lost traction because everyone sort of like given up hope in like Manchester United ever winning like 5 proper games.
No, I think honestly, if they drop the points in the next game, right, he will like disappear for a while already. Until the next time they have maybe like 3 wins in 2 or 3 wins in a row, you know. Like 2 wins is still a bit far. 3 is like okay, maybe you got chance, you know.
Yep.
Then you really see the next game.
No, but I mean the next 2 games technically is
winnable. They're definitely winnable. I think this was your hardest game.
Yeah. No, but again, Spurs is our voodoo team lah. So
actually,
last year we lost them how many times? Yeah.
Okay. He's not wrong.
To be fair,
he's not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He's not wrong. But
I mean, this year we took the lead at like the Spurs Stadium, right? And then we still like dropped the points.
Okay, but I'll say this, right? No, Nana. Okay. That one very important. That one is very important.
We did have Onana the first when we played Spurs, this season.
No. Yeah, but Onana cost you the Europa League final, bro.
Yeah, but talking about the most recent game we played against them, we were like winning 2-0. No?
But Spurs did the quadruple on your last season.
Yeah, man. Including the Europa final game. Right? Technically, they have not lost to us in like 2 years.
No, they haven't. and like, I mean, they did draw with Man City after losing 2-0, so that probably will have buoyed them a bit. But the question is like, I mean, all the Spurs fans want Thomas Frank sack. So that one will be a separate thing, right? But net thoughts on Man United's performance?
Quite scary, actually.
The Uncle Casemiro, bro.
Like, genuinely, I think it's something to actually like shout about.
Yeah.
Like, okay, firstly, shout out to Michael Carrick.
Yep.
I can start to see the patterns already.
Yep.
Like you check your live score or you check like Google and you check like the timeline. You see what happens at like the 70th minute.
Oh, he made a substitution at 70th minute yesterday.
He made two. So okay, the observations made by the Middlesbrough fans so far.
Yeah, correct.
Coming to life a bit. So I'm gonna keep looking out for that. But fun, fast attacking football. I don't think I said pretty much everything I wanted to say last week, and it's just, of course, new manager bounce is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Which is very weird because like even when Amorim came in, like there was no new manager bounce. Y'all just kept losing.
There was no difference.
There was no difference. But I think Michael Carrick has done a good job in player identification.
Yep.
Yeah, profile matching, and he's actually playing a system that the players like. Putting Cunha into that 10 row, fine. You can still make an argument for that. Mbeumo has always been a winger. Why is he playing in a 10? Yeah, so.
He played striker most of the thing yesterday, right?
No, he's been playing striker.
Yeah, he's been playing striker since Sesko
Sesko was like kind of off form. Sesko got injured, right? And then Mbeumo, since he came back from AFCON, he's been playing striker predominantly for Michael Carrick. I think I'll leave my thoughts for later. Paul, your thoughts?
Bro, before the game, I already foresaw that at one point, right, it was going to be the moment where Fulham will draw the game. Which is true, you know, because if not, like in the manner in which like the players start to give up at like 2-0, right? Or like drop in focus and concentration is so obvious.
Yep.
Like Maguire, why would you like even slide like that in the box? You know, like he used to commit this kind of fouls like earlier in his United career. Even if the guy was going to score, you let him beat Laments rather than you give the foul, you know? Yeah. And then once again, why do we always concede like worldies? I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's always from the opponent's left hand side.
Which is Dalo's side.
It's always a finesse to the top corner.
No, it's always finesse to the far corner.
Okay, to be very fair, right? Fulham has scored a lot of worldies this season. A lot.
United have
but United have conceded a lot of worldies also. Like I mean, like the most recent ones, right? Like I can think of, right? Definitely is which one? Morgan Rogers one, Aston Villa. Yeah, the two worldies. The two worldies one, right? So it's like randomly, out of nowhere, you will be like, okay, I think we're gonna be fine. Then suddenly, right, one guy just pings it into the top corner. Then you're looking at it and you're going like, why on earth has this happened to us like multiple times? Yeah. It's like,
I don't know, is it that we give them the opportunity to shoot in those kind of positions, which I think it is, right? Because you shouldn't be letting them shoot at the edge of the box, man.
No, but it's also because the United players, right, especially on their right hand side, they have a tendency to back off the defender. to back off the player, so they will just give him space. Then professionals. You give them an inch of space, they'll just find a way to take advantage. I think that's what I think happened, right? But it's happened too many times, right? Like as much as Sandy Lemons had done well yesterday to a point, right? There was nothing he could do about the penalty and the shot.
Yeah,
right?
the signs were coming lah. They did score like a offside goal, right?
Yeah.
So it was signs that they were anytime they can score and come back lah in the game, which they actually did 2-2. You know, and it's just that unfortunate they got caught on the like a mini counter. Yeah, and then Sesko just took his chance lah.
Yeah, agreed. It was.
And it's a bit unfortunate that the first defender let the ball go. You know, he was already stretching in a very awkward position.
Yeah, no, Bessie, the ball went through Bessie's legs.
Yeah.
So it was just that the moment Bruno had an edge on him, right? Like in a foot race, Bessie versus Bruno, right? Bruno's likely going to win already. I'm going to keep it very simple in a sense where there were shades of the old Man United, that's all. Not the good kind. Like the Man United of last season, whereby like
the habits lah,
like you they cannot kill the game off.
Or hold on to the lead.
Yeah, or hold on to the lead. Like Sesko hit the post, right? Then I'm like thinking like, bruh, try to just get it into the net, right? And then the penalty, I'm like, okay, that was stupid. And then the worldie, I'm like, bro, seriously, you play so well, right? Only to give up 2 stupid ass goals.
In like 3
minutes.
minutes.
Like literally like a few minutes only. Lucky Sesko saved the day. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, he literally stopped the ball. So the ball stopped moving, then he literally struck a dead ball. I was like, yes, that's a good start, right? Then I was like, where did the extra like 7 minutes come from? But
VAR check lah, all this normal BS.
Yes, but it is what it is, right? In typical Man United fashion, you win in the 90 plus minute. And you make everybody stress.
It reminds me of Liverpool earlier this season. We just couldn't kill games off. You have to always rely on like last minute winners to like get the
But the thing is that it's not sustainable. Technically, if you have a 2-goal lead, right, you should just try to get a third and kill it off already. Like I think if United does,
even if you're not gonna get a third, you should at least hold on to the
correct. Like at least Sesko, right? Like Sesko's header, if that had gone in, I think probably that would have killed the game already. Yeah,
but I just gotta say, bro, the moment Ugarte come in, like
everything went haywire. We need
when the uncle went off, that's where the thing started to get messy.
Yep. But
PSG scam
shall see. What?
PSG scammed us.
I've been telling Eldad since the first time I met him, like around the time like Erik ten Hag was like still manager. And then like they were talking about Ugarte. Oh yeah, you just need to destroy a midfield. I never rated Manuel Ugarte. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why all Man United fans got so excited when y'all signed him.
I mean, he did well at a point in that period.
In
like
what sense?
Yeah. He had a purple patch like before he went to PSG at Sporting.
Okay, granted, yes. But you have to remember, he was also playing under Ruben Amorim.
Yep.
At Sporting. I mean, it was just nice. Ruben Amorim eventually became Man United manager while Ugarte was already there. So maybe that's why there was still like the little bit of favoritism because he already knew the system in and out. But the guy can't pass to save his life.
We need a proper midfielder. We need a box to box and we need a CDM.
That's why they recalled the Collier, right?
Yeah, they recalled Collier, but Collier's still young. And I mean, you're asking for
options in midfield. I think.
There's still options in midfield, but I mean, he's only been using the same subs over and over again. It's like the Claudio Ranieri type of like substitutions. Like you know who's exactly going to come off of who and when.
Okazaki for Ujo.
Like Ozaki comes off, Ujoa comes on. That type of like scenario. So no matter what you do, right, you know what's going to happen. But I mean, I'm happy we won. There's
actually something I saw online where it's like, if y'all didn't know, like Del Piero actually like came from money, like he was rich like while he was playing football, and it's like someone commented like maybe that's why he's like so calm on the ball. He plays like he doesn't have to worry about a thing. And then like someone got the conversation rolling. It's like maybe that's why Moises Caicedo plays like that. Moises Caicedo plays like he doesn't know where the next paycheck is coming. So maybe that's why Manuel Ugarte also plays the way he plays. There's no calmness because he didn't have like a rich, privileged background.
But I mean,
neither just crashed the stream.
No, I mean, like neither did Kante, but Kante turned out fine.
No, but Kante is not like calm. He's not like a silky baller, you know. Like Del Piero plays like he has no worries. Like there's nothing stressing him on his mind, you know.
But
He's calm on the ball.
But Del Piero got talent.
Okay.
Hey, bro, that one.
Okay, no. Talent is not related to this conversation. It's more like
but
he
but
plays
that's what I'm
like
saying. Like Del Piero is more, he got more talent than Ugarte, so that one is already like, huh?
yeah, no, you know, Ugarte and Moises Caicedo play like, you know, they're hungry for that. They're hungry for it. They'll go after the ball. They'll chase after the ball. Okay, it's not an insult to say like there's no calmness in your game.
No, it's fine.
Because like sometimes like that's just what you need in a team. Like I watch Wataru and the players, like this guy is okay. Calm is one thing, but this guy is not calm. He brings calm, but he's not the calm.
Yeah,
like he's going constantly chasing and going after the ball. So sometimes like you need that in your game. So that's why there's like your two different kind of like central defensive midfielders, especially the ones that we're seeing like more and more nowadays, where like the Pep kind of like six, where like you're more the controller than the destroyer in that sense.
Yep. It's like you just need somebody that can ping the ball.
Yeah.
And can keep the ball and can stay calm and then make sure that you don't lose the ball in a press. So yeah, I think right for Man United, good direction. And just like I said, I'm not gonna hold my hopes up, right, because I've seen this many times before. It's only 3 games. Let's see what happens after 10 to 15 games at the end of the season. So let's move on to the title race. Arsenal 1-4-0. I don't know what Leeds are doing. Basically, almost every single goal was across, except the Jesus one, right? Saka scored from a corner, right? Was there an own goal or was there a goal awarded to Saka?
It was the own goal.
The keeper, right?
Yeah, but it was deemed as an own goal. Saka did not.
So it wasn't an Olympico. Oh.
I don't think so. No, because it looked like the keeper punched into the net.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it was own goal and another corner. I remember when the first few goals went in, I Paul just messaged me, wow, this thing like really corner merchant.
Corner merchant, bro, yeah.
I mean,
bro, you know what's a crazy stat?
What?
Arsenal's top scorer now is own goals. This season.
Yeah, actually, I read that too. Arsenal's top scorer is actually from
it's
own
like,
goals.
It's so crazy. I mean, yeah, they found a way to force errors, right? But the stat is just crazy.
It's like, I think there was a stat that said that, like, in terms of open play goals, right, like Arsenal is like the bottom 5.
Yeah.
In the whole Premier League, like, how can you be champions when you have a bottom 5 like goals from open play?
At this point in time, right, the person who should be handing Arsenal the EPL trophy should be Tony Pulis.
Stoke City.
He deserves it. He deserves to hold that thing at least once for both his style.
But the thing is that at least like with Stoke, right, is because they were always going to be underdogs. They were not going to win all the big teams, right?
Which is crazy that a team that is not considered underdog and a team that was known for silky attacking football is now resorting to dark arts.
Yes.
That's crazy,
And like, okay, but like side note, right, like let's just ask this question, right? If you were the opposing team manager, right, what the heck would you do in a corner kick against Arsenal? Would you have done what Chelsea did, which was basically play some players further up to prepare for a counter, or will you just basically like just play that game, play like the physical on the line to protect your goalkeeper? Because it seems like the thing on the line doesn't work.
No, but the way they are scoring the goals is not like the way they scored last year, you know, where like Gabriel just flies into the far post and scores, right?
Yeah.
It's like now they're finding different ways to add pressure on the goalkeeper and the defenders. And then hoping for like a tussle or like a chaotic penalty box where they just get the ball in. Or even worse, like you force the own goal. La. So they are relying on a lot of factors like that. La. So I think teams haven't really figured out this way of chaotic football, you know.
Yeah, but I think once they do, right, watch the goals dry.
Yeah, I mean like the fact that Casemiro has almost the same as Gyokeres, I think is quite insane lah. Like you have more own goals than your strikers' goals. That kind of thing, you know, yeah.
I don't know, I've always been conflicted on Victor Gyokeres. Because by the way he plays, you can tell he wants to be like the Ekitike sort of striker where he wants the ball at his feet and he wants to drive the ball into the box to either create a chance or score it for himself.
Yep.
But I feel like he's not fat, but like he's like very bulky, very big size for his size. So it's a lot harder to,
Be agile.
be that kind of like silky baller that Ekitike is. I feel like Arteta has like misprofiled him just a little bit. Like he can play that like sort of like big imposing man in the box like a Lukaku or something like that, but I don't know. I just don't see it in his game. Even though he's technically built for that kind of style of play, I don't see in his game to score, to be scoring those types of goals.
Maybe a better-ish profile player was like maybe Jesus, but in his prime lah. Like where they can dribble, can hold the ball, can dribble. I mean that's what they bought like Gabriel Jesus in for, right?
I think honestly, right, I think Arteta wanted a Firmino.
Or like a false nine.
Yeah, but everyone wanted a Firmino.
Everybody wants a false nine.
Yeah, no, correct. But his whole philosophy is built on the false nine. Otherwise, he wouldn't have tried Havertz at 9.
Bro, that was just a false footballer, bro. And when he played the game, I was like, oh, he's back. I finally saw Havertz back. I thought he was out for the whole season.
The most disheartening thing I've ever heard was that Florian Wirtz looked up to Kai Havertz as a footballer and tried to model his game after Kai Havertz. I'm like, what possible thing does Kai Havertz offer as a footballer?
Nothing.
He's
just lengthy lah.
He's a shit Thomas Muller. That's all.
Wait. Okay, but I mean, for me, I think Gyokeres, right, like he should score goals kind of like how he scored in this game. Like just get the ball within, just try to just like have a go at it. Have a go at it, right? Because no matter what they do, right, unless there's a directive from the managers telling them like how Ferguson told the United boys when Percy went over, it's like look up, get the ball to him, that's the primary objective. But at Arsenal, I don't think that's the case. So the only way that Gyokeres will actually do well is unless Arteta says to the whole team,
they all feed him, right?
Feed him. That's the direction. Because the thing is that you
turn him into Haaland.
Yeah. Basically, to me, right, it's like you are the 5th worst. You are one of the bottom 5 teams in goals from open play, right? And you're not feeding a striker at all. Because
why would he be like playing in a style that feeds the striker? But like as much as Arteta has gone into the dark arts, he still very much models his game after Pep Guardiola's style of philosophy, where he likes a slow build up into pressuring the opponent.
No, I think that's fine. It's just that you have to be able to like the main objective once you get into the final third is find him. He's gonna generate the run. Just find him. And like sometimes I do agree that yes, he's a slow builder, but if let's say there's an opportunity for a counter, right, just push it. Like just get the ball to him and then let him do his job. Because the thing is that a striker's confidence is down to goals, right? End of the day. Now, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I have small eyes.
Right, so like I don't know lah. Maybe that's why it's because if you were to look at Haaland now, right, and let's move on to Man City, right? How the heck do you give up a 2-goal lead to Spurs? Bro, the goals that they conceded, right, were just...
The first Solanke goal was a scrap. It was a scrappy
goal. It was scrappy, right? It just swept. It just swept that his foot hit the ball, then the ball went to the net.
That's not goal, right?
Yeah. On goal strikes again.
Yeah, on goal strikes again. then the second goal, right? The second goal, is a very bad scorpion kick. Eh.
Bro, it's the worst scorpion kick I ever seen.
It's horrible. It's such a bad scorpion kick, bro. Like I was
like honestly what he did, right? It was like I'm just gonna stick my leg there and then see what happens. That kind of thing. Rather than the intention to score a scorpion kick.
It's like last time when you played like pass the long ball in like secondary school, right? Then your friend tries to stick his leg out to see whether the ball touches the back of his foot, then the ball drops.
Yeah, but it just so happened the ball just go above.
The ball just go above, right? Then he looks like he's like the falling down meme on the thing or the body outline, right? Then the ball's going towards the goal, right? And then it just goes into the net. I'm like, huh? That was okay.
Do you think that was intended?
There was no way that was intended, bro.
I mean, it's like I said,
you just gotta try something right.
City changed their backroom stuff, and this is the result of what you get for hiring Pep Linder and Kolo Toure, man. Kolo Toure, goodness,
bro. Like I mean, I won't say much about Villa, right? But this one is like let's just be frank.
Giving it to us.
Let's just be frank, right? Like City and Aston Villa, right? Of the two of them, right? The one that probably had a better chance to win the league was Man City.
It's always going to be Man City.
It's always going to be Man City. But the fact that they've only won like what? 1 in the last 4 or 5?
And some of them
They
like
won-
from
they won their
winning
previous game,
positions.
right? They won their previous game before this.
Yeah, but they lost to United, then they drew the others.
Yeah, they drew against like Chelsea in the last minute or something. All from winning positions.
Yeah, bro.
It's like
I'm telling you, it's Pep Linders. It's really Pep Linders. You watch him go and you see how City perform after that. If Pep Guardiola is still there, it's really
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to
I
him.
mean, like, okay, the fact, okay, like, I'll just say this, right? The fact that the league, the gap at the top is like 7 points is still, is like, is it 6 or 7?
six,
Right? 6, right, is a miracle to me.
Yeah, six.
six. Yeah.
It's a miracle because from the beginning of the year, right, after they beat Forest, they drew 0-0 with Sunderland, they drew 1-1 with Chelsea, they drew 1-1 with Brighton, they lost to United 2-0,
Mm.
they beat Wolves 2-0, right, then they draw with Man City, so they only won 1 in the last like 5. And
And they play
and-
Liverpool next.
correct, and the fact that they are still only 6 points behind, right, after all that, right, shows that Arsenal actually is not playing very well.
No, but we
Yeah, because Arsenal
gone
dr-
through
they-
this
they are
theory
drawing too
at
many
the beginning
games,
of the season. You know, sorry, Paul, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm just saying that they Arsenal has been drawing too many games. Also.
Yep. But just nobody been taking advantage.
Yeah, honestly, like we said this at the beginning of the season when y'all played Arsenal for the first time. In that Arsenal was a very beatable side.
Yeah.
Y'all lost the last minute goal. That's fine. But like,
The Calafiori, right?
yeah, it was a Calafiori. Not really last minute.
Corner
it's
goal,
like
corner goal. Yeah.
They sustained their lead through the whole 90 minutes.
Yep.
And it was done. By the time we was done, it was like gone.
It just gone. It was just a very bad gone case. But like we will move on to the match of the week, right? But I mean, Villa also dropped points. So technically, for me, right, I will say that Villa, right, they had a chance to go up. They lost to Brentford 1-0.
When Brentford went down to 10.
Yep. Brentford.
Fun
was,
fact. Fun fact. Did you
Brentford
know,
7.
right?
Brentford 7, bro.
Yeah. Fun fact. You know, I didn't know Tammy Abraham went to Villa.
He did, yeah. This transfer.
And then they record Leon Bailey and Douglas Luiz.
Means that they're really going all in already.
No, so Douglas Luiz was a buyback. Not
Yeah.
really buyback, but they
They
bought
recalled
him
him
back.
from loan, I think. Yeah.
No. Douglas
It's a,
Luiz
Bob,
had
it's a
already-
buyback. 18
he was
million,
sold.
right? Yeah.
Douglas,
correct.
Douglas Luiz was sold to Juventus.
Yeah.
And they buy him back.
Yeah, then he bought him back for 2 million.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's a very good deal.
Right, for Douglas
Yeah,
Luiz,
yeah.
you would think a lot of people would be on it, but I guess because it was Villa, like they were a bit more, okay to let him go.
Like, side note, right? Villa lost to Brentford. The team that Ned said, right? The jersey just screams relegation.
It does. It really does. But okay, like really fair play to Brentford.
Yeah.
Especially now that they've got someone who used to be the world's best number 2 keeper.
Yep.
Yeah. Now like actually getting him as a starter, he's hit hit the ground running, but he's done well for Brentford so far. So I'm happy to see that.
Agreed. But we shall see. But moving on to our match of the week right now, because Villa lost, so there's not much really else to say. Other than the fact that
What a boring week.
other than the fact that nobody took advantage. So, coming down to this, right? I think this game, Liverpool won against Newcastle. They beat Newcastle 4-1, right? But this game this weekend, right, I think has a very big implications for
Both teams.
both teams. If Liverpool lose, Brentford
They find
win, right?
themselves, like, falling out
Brentford
of
will
the
go back to
ball
6, Liverpool will go back to 7.
Mm.
And they will lose ground on Chelsea and United if both Chelsea and United win their games.
Yep.
But if Liverpool beat Man City and Aston Villa drop points again,
Yeah, it's Arsenal's.
it's Arsenal's title to lose really.
Yep.
It's Arsenal's really. There's no way with 14 games left, right? They should throw that away. But then again, right? Every prediction we have done has been wrong. So if there's a prediction that I would love to be wrong with, that Arsenal's going to win the league. So I don't know, man. Like, Ned, what's your thoughts? Can y'all win?
I think I say this as a Liverpool fan in that we are very prideful of our team.
Yep.
I still remember we had an opportunity for Man United not to win the league if we lost to Blackburn.
Yep.
Yeah, and we still chose not to do so. So as much as we hate United, it's just something's not really some things, but I think it's just in our blood that Liverpool
It's
is
just
a very
for the pride,
very kiasu team.
Yep.
I don't like to lose one. like even like preseason games, our fans will get visibly angry if we lose. So I think there's just too much of like Singaporean blood in all of us, in the sense that yes, as much as we would like to see Arsenal not lift the title, like our team comes first.
But they will not throw a game. Yeah, I don't think.
No,
Definitely
Liverpool will.
thrown games away before.
I think maybe
This is
Pop saying that
this
you guys won't like lose intentionally just to make Arsenal's not win.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Not win the league.
If
Like,
we
I don't
lose,
think
it's
that's
because genuinely we were shit that night.
yeah, which could be possible because VVD is being VVD. So I mean, bro,
He name drop. What a name drop.
I will name drop and bomb VVD when you blame the win, right? It's like
Yeah, there's no escaping from that one.
bro,
We're
I
stuck
have
with
never
ball.
in my life, right, until this day, right, heard of a player blaming the
A
win.
defender blaming the win.
Blaming the win. Like, okay, maybe the only place you could blame the win is like Stoke City.
Bournemouth, I still remember. So the Bournemouth Carabao Cup tie when we won the Carabao Cup. Like I just remember, like the shit was so windy. Like you could literally see the ball like diverge from its flight path.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Nunes performed so well that night.
No, I remember there was one that like this divert, right? Like I remember there was one game at Stoke at Stoke, right? The ball fly, right? Then you can see the ball just flying backwards.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. I think they had to
That's
call
what
off
I'm
the
talking
game for a while, right?
I was like, what is this, right? But I mean, side note, right? Like, yeah, I do agree that Liverpool will not properly throw away a game just to basically give one to Arsenal. Like predictions, any thoughts? Liverpool can still win this game, but it's just that.
I think it's winnable. It's just difficult.
Yeah, but it's just that I think there's more at stake for Man City because honestly they haven't been playing well. And like if you lose to Liverpool, right, that's a nail in the coffin no matter what.
Yeah.
Like it's bad. Like how can you be second and play this bad?
I don't know. I'm gonna just go with like maybe a 2-2 prediction. Just to stay
I
safe.
was gonna go for a draw also.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go right.
City win.
Liverpool win.
No,
There's
I'm
no
gonna,
way
I'm gonna,
anyone's predicting a Liverpool win at this point.
No, bro, I'm
The
not.
Newcastle game was good, but it wasn't,
I'm gonna predict 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
I'm
said
gonna
draw.
go
I
1-1.
thought Eldad will predict a Liverpool.
Nah, bro. Like the way that Liverpool are, right? Like there's no way I'm gonna predict like a Liverpool beating City, right? Even though both of them are bad, right? Like City's
Okay,
not
on
as bad
Sunday
as
we will
Liverpool.
see which team is more bad. That's the
Christ.
yeah. Which is better?
Which is better? More bad. More bad. Okay. All right. So, bros, you got anything else to add before it goes off?
No, we're good. It's
yeah,
not
I
been
think-
very eventful. I'm not gonna lie. Match week this week has not been crazy, other than
Yeah.
maybe the title race.
Like, the transfer window closed tonight, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. Then I think the only fun fact I saw was what Angel Gomez going to Wolves.
Huh? Why?
Yeah, bro, he's going there. But
For what?
they're like gonna go down already.
Like you're gonna go down already, right? You're 7 points behind Burnley, right? And Burnley have a game in hand.
It's
Yeah,
to try to
true.
save their asses, I guess.
You wanna
I
play,
mean,
Like
like-
break Derby County's record.
I mean, like they're gonna get relegated anyway.
They're
Like,
gonna end
so,
on 10 points now, let's be real.
yeah,
They're gonna
they're,
end with 10
they're
points.
so bad. They're so bad, dude. So bad.
yeah, so I don't know why Angel Gomez is gonna go there. Oh well,
But yeah, okay. So that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki. All right, so that's it for this week's episode of Football Kaki, brought to you by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you who are tuning in, we just want to say thank you, and we hope you continue to watch our other shows, which are the Copy Bros. Every Monday. We have some fun interviews lined up, and if you do like the news, we do have the Loud Cheers Podcast every Friday, where we come together and talk about the news in a fun and unique way. So with that, boys, anything else you want to add before we go off?
Unfortunately,
coming,
the
bro.
title race is in Arsenal's hands. Let's
Yeah.
just hope they do their yearly bottling and we can all pretend this was a nightmare.
Yes.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
guys.
All right, so thank you, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.